Hello everyone, I'm Erica.
And I'm Akilah.
Welcome to HeartsChat. So tonight we are talking about something we thought was really interesting. It's called Wife School. It's the online program. So we're going to get into that, about Wife School, what it's about, what it entails, just share our opinions about it.
Exactly.
So before we get into that, let's do our check-ins.
How are you, Erica?
I'm doing good. I finally got things organized. I feel like it's always my goal to be organized. Crossing things off my book, which is really good. I finally finished Ashley's, my tasks for her wedding. I finally finished that.
Good.
So I have to do a little bit more things because we saw like some other stuff we want to add. So that's it. So that feels good. It feels good to be accomplishing things and getting them done.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm progressing, moving forward, getting things done. And my mom actually sent me the nicest present. She sent me she sent me a cup, and it says I got this, a quote from God, and then a notebook with another quote that I really like. And she wrote, write all your tasks and everything you have to do in this book and continue your journey. So that was so nice. It was such a surprise. I didn't know she was sending me that. It made my day. It brought me to tears. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was so nice of her. I was like, oh, it's so cute.
So between Ashley's wedding and being organized with that and keeping myself organized with my life, it tied in. So that was great. So what about you?
I've been doing pretty good. I mean, I think the only thing really was me having this horrible tooth pain.
Oh, yeah.
Not sleeping for the past few weeks, but got that taken care of.
You did?
Yeah.
That's good, because we don't want you to be in pain.
Exactly. Me neither, girl.
Especially with your tooth.
Yeah.
I tell you, people, do not play around with your mouth, because it's so close to your brain, you can get an infection in your mouth, and it can go to your brain. Mm-hmm. Don't play around with that.
Well, I'm going, so we good.
Good. So out of all of our mini tips, we didn't think we'd be giving dental advice.
Exactly.
So, on to our topic for today. So, the wife school.
Yes. I actually saw this on Facebook. And it's just so interesting to me. Did you want to read, like, the
description?
The description, yeah.
Yeah.
For the actual class.
Yeah. I was on their website, rootsofroyals.com, and I was just looking at the product description, and it says that the Institute of Feminine Grace presents Wife School online. And the course will cover feminine grace, etiquette, wealth building, man charming, feminine and masculine communication, the 100 things a wife needs to do to promote general greatness, and so much more. This course is for both married and single women, and upon completion, it talks about if you when you pass, you'll get a certification, and you'll be registered and receive more instructions on how to receive like live webinars. And it's $299 to register. But there is a scholarship payment plans of 2 easy payments.
Okay.
I don't know of what.
Yeah, but maybe like half.
Yeah.
And I think that's interesting because at the same time, it's not just, there's wife school, but their whole premise is like grooming daughters to be wives. Which, there's like another excerpt I'll read really quickly. It was like, we don't raise them, men and daughters, to get jobs because work is for men. We don't put them into boys' sports because gentle girls are protected. We don't teach them to be independent because independent people are poor. We won't let them be girlfriends because girlfriends are for everybody, but wives are for husbands. Wow. It is like such...
It's a huge contrast between the description and what that says. Yes.
I mean, I don't think I'd have an issue with this if it wasn't so the way it's portrayed as, like, this is the best, like, we're better than you because we do this. Mm-hmm. Because there was a comment on the page that was like, well, you don't want girls working, but aren't you getting paid to teach people how to do this? So aren't you working? Like...
Yeah.
Like, where do you draw the line? And then there's another thing that was talking about, they were like, what do you consider girl sports? And they're like, tennis, horseback riding, things like that. So non-contact sports. So I was just so intrigued by this because it's one thing to, like, believe it, but it's one thing to try to push it on other people. Like, this is the best way to do it.
Right. That's why I completely agree with that. I think, like you said, it's one thing. If this is what you want to do, okay.
Go ahead, not hurting me.
But there's different ways. You know, I have my opinions, but I've never like tried to push them on somebody else and say this is the right way. So I agree. I think that kind of makes it like, okay.
Yeah, and you know, it's, and some of the messages, I think it was well intended, but I think some of the messages are very harmful in terms of when they were talking about, you know, we teach our girls, what was that line? I think it was like, we teach our girls to be gentle because gentle girls are protected. Mm-hmm. That's not always true. Like, what are you protecting them from? Like, that same girl could easily be hurt or harmed by another person. Exactly. Just because you're gentle doesn't mean someone's not going to, you know, harm you.
Right. And I think, like we say, as the world goes on, you hear our parents say all the time, the world isn't what it used to be.
Exactly.
And maybe there was a time when that was all right. But these days, you have to protect yourself, you know? You remember coming to Drexel, and we had that seminar at the beginning, and you talked about how to walk down the street?
Yes.
And that is adults going to graduate school, and they're teaching you how to walk down the street because you can't, you have to carry yourself in a certain way with, like, a confidence and, like, don't mess with me, just to be safe. So that's a safety issue right there, too.
Exactly.
I don't know what context they made it in, but since it was so broad,
exactly, you can interpret it however you want.
I do have an issue with the independent people are broke.
Oh, yes,
that's a stereotype.
That's a complete stereotype.
And
what does that mean?
Yeah, but what's interesting is when we go on the website, I see beautiful black family.
Yeah,
and you know how hard it's been as a black person to fight different stereotypes.
Exactly.
So what is that about?
Exactly.
And that's not true. It's not. There's lots of independent people that are wealthy or have, what they want, taken care of, not broke.
Exactly. Like, you being independent oftentimes makes you motivated to pursue, like, entrepreneurial things. Mm-hmm. So, I don't see where
I don't see how that connects.
How it connects. I think there's a lot of contradictory messages all throughout the entire website and just what people are saying. But like you said, my concern is people are buying into this with these harmful messages. If it wasn't like so harmful, some of it, then I would be like, whatever, do what you want. But like,
yeah, you should offer sports offer a variety of sports, and you pick what you want, what's your interest, what your talent is. Mm-hmm. The sports, I might not be good at tennis. I might not be good at horseback riding. Maybe I want to play basketball.
Exactly. Forcing kids to live the lifestyle that you want them to live. Yeah.
And especially, for women who have fought so hard to be treated as equal, to be a part of the football team if they want to be coaches. It's a man's world, in quotes, and we've had to fight very hard to be equal and be a part of it.
Exactly.
In the way we want to be.
Exactly.
So I feel like it kind of puts us back.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it does. Especially just the way they say it. I don't know. I just keep coming back to that because, like we said in the beginning, if that's something you want, because some girls grow up, that's their goal. They want to be mothers. They want to be wives. That's what they want to be. When there's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. You're not hurting me or anybody else. Right. There's nothing wrong with that. But when I think the negative part of this is like putting other people down who don't believe in that and feeling like superior than everybody who don't believe in that.
And all the people who are not what they're about.
Yeah.
For the people who maybe they are independent, maybe they are playing some of the tougher sports, maybe they aren't the most gentle person. Mm-hmm. Does that mean something's wrong with them? Or that they're not going to find a husband because of that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? And what about, like, the husband side of it?
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking that. Well, they don't want a woman like that.
They don't want a woman like that? And I'm wondering how, like, statistically, how has this worked for them? Like, their marriages. Mm-hmm. Have all the marriages they've brought together, because they advertise themselves also as, like...
Marriage matching.
Marriage matching.
For $500.
Yeah. So, it's like... How many of those matches actually stay? Like, what is there some like statistic or proof that this is the best way to go?
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Where's their validity?
Yeah.
Like, let me see those a study or some research or something. I don't know. It could just, I don't know, maybe it's just, like we said before, what they think, their opinion and how they want to do it.
Could come down to preference. Like
it will be interesting to see some statistics.
Yeah, because, okay, you're doing this, but, nationally, the marriage divorce rate is so high. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. This one got me.
Yeah. I think I'm stumped too, only because I don't like to knock other people's things. Like that's what you want to do. Do what you want to do. I think our issue is that it's kind of putting down people, or it kind of the way it's interpreted, or like how they left it like kind of so open. You can take it in different ways.
Yeah,
and it's not very. I know it's not very positive. I don't think
it's condescending.
Yeah,
that's it. And it's like, oh, we don't make girlfriends, we make wives, but. Isn't there a step, like, before?
Yeah, and I've heard that before, too. I know in certain cultures, it's like, we're not a girlfriend, I'm looking for a wife, so that's the level we're going to be at. So I don't know if that was, like, a cultural
thing.
That was implied to that. I don't really know. I would love to talk with somebody, that works there or, has put the program together or is teaching the program, because I'd like to know more information about it.
Exactly, kind of like pick their brain. Like, what did you mean by this? Is this what you mean? But
yeah, because I know, etiquette school has been something that's been around for forever. So
exactly,
I get that, but
I don't think anybody needs to learn nice manners. Like,
yeah, but there's some things on there that I don't know. I think it's important to be a well-rounded person, and just to be a good person because you like yourself. And, your friends, you got friends. It's not just about pleasing your husband.
Yes.
So that your husband likes you. And like we said, who's to know that this husband wants, or this man wants this type of woman? You have to be happy with yourself. And I don't think you should be limited to only, like, these choices.
Yeah.
When the world offers so much more.
So much. That's
all.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that is, like, spot on.
Okay. What would you do if you, this is like, I know we're young still, but if you had a daughter that was like 12, and she's like, oh, Mom, Akilah, I want to go to life school, or I want to go to wife school.
Well, I would try to hold back my tongue and thoughts about it because you already know how I am, but kind of see where she's coming from. Like, where'd you hear, first of all, where'd you hear about this? Why do you think that's good? Exactly.
I'm not going to wife school.
Yeah. Go back to your books. And then, no, but kind of see where she's coming from. Like, why do you want to do this?
Yeah.
What is it for? Is it something you're interested in because you like, the morals, the values of whatever they're saying?
Yeah.
Or is it because you're just looking for a boyfriend or how to catch someone? Like, at 12? Like,
and that's interesting that they call it wife school.
Yeah.
Because we work with kids, and if I hear I'm going to wife, like, why are you worried about being a wife right now? Be a kid.
Be a kid.
Be a kid.
Exactly. That's the other part of this is that raising, because there's the whole marriage side of their business or her business. And then there's the whole raising daughters side of the business. And I'm like, but do your kids get to play like regular kids? Not thinking about like how they need to be so their future mate is like, will be attracted to them. That's like heavy for
that is pretty
a
heavy.
Child.
Goodness gracious. There's a lot.
Yep.
Because even like when you're raised to be a certain way, because it says it's the school can be for single and married people, but you're raised a certain way with like these values. So maybe these might match your values of how you were raised. Maybe they won't. And that could be sort of devastating to be like, oh, everything I was taught was wrong.
Yes.
I'm doing something wrong. That's why I'm single.
I'm broken.
Yeah. That can cause a lot of damage for a person, which is pretty scary.
Yeah. Like, I can agree people need to be taught, nowadays communication.
Oh, yeah.
And how to do that. But to the extent I think that they go, it can be very harmful.
Yeah. And first I thought maybe it's just like a catchy name just to get people talking, like, oh, wife school, but when you read the description and, you read some of the information, it seems, oh, okay.
All right.
This is something else. I don't know what to call that.
I didn't get the chance to look it up, but I'm wondering where she's from. Like, where were they all born and raised? Because I feel like this is such a Southern thing.
I have my ideas. But we can talk about that later. Okay. Well, if you have any comments about our show, be sure to leave us a comment below. And if you have any questions or any topics that you want to give us, also leave a comment or send us an email.
Sounds good.
Okay, catch you next time.
Thank you so much for listening to HeartsChat today, where we speak from the heart. We hope that you enjoyed our show. Catch us every Sunday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel and on our website, which is heartschatradioshow.com. Be sure to follow us on our social media pages at HeartsChat Radio on Instagram and at HeartsChat on Twitter, Facebook, and Periscope.
We love to hear from you. If you have any comments or questions or topics that you want to hear about, you can email us at heartschat@heartschatradioshow.com. And for all of your personal relationship questions, please visit my blog from ericasheart.com. Thank you for listening to HeartsChat, where we speak from the heart.